So everybody, it's your boy Quan Ollie coming at you with her Adam His Eve, brand new YouTube channel. It'll be coming at you real soon. It's a little bit of an introduction. I'm Quan Ollie. This is my wife Shanise Ollie, and on this channel we're going to talk about issues, marriage, the world, pop culture, anything that's going on in the news, which would be pop culture, I guess. But I don't know what other kind of stuff. Music.
We're in the process of a project.
Yeah, so it'll be music on here. Music not just from us, but from other artists. Issues that are going on in America and Christianity. So, man, stay tuned. There should be a lot of nice stuff on here. Anything you want to
add? Welcome to Her Adam His Eve YouTube channel, and we just wanted to come and do a brief just introduction, giving you guys some information about ourselves, kind of our story, so that you can see where we're coming from, and so you know a little bit about us, and it can kind of give you a foundation of what this channel will be mostly about. You want to start?
No, you start.
Just as a precursor, as you can already tell, we are both kind of silly, goofy, laid-back personalities. I'm a little bit more boom, in your face. He's a little bit more quiet. But you'll see our personalities more as you watch more of our videos. But I don't want to make it a long video, so the short version of our story is, or my half of the story was, that one of his relatives that was a member of the church that we were attending and still are attending kept bugging me for years and years and years about this guy that was his cousin that was a virgin like me, and he thought that we should hook up. He was also involved in music as well, and he thought that it would be a good idea if we interacted with each other. And at the time, I was in college, I was doing my own thing, and was interested in another person at the time, and so I was like totally like, no, I'm straight. For like 2 years, his relative kept hounding me about this dude. Hounding?
No.
Hounding.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So anyways, finally it came down to us meeting, and it was, it wasn't love at first sight. Obviously, it wasn't love at first sight for neither one of us. I don't look at that as a bad thing, but it definitely was love at first conversation. I would say that, because as we began to talk and get to know one another and share our stories and get involved in music and having conversations about music, that's when it started to be real to me that this was something special. So I'll let you tell your part of it.
That's pretty much the story. I met her at the church that I was attending. Family works in the church. Yeah, and I'm pretty much to piggyback on what she was saying. I met her at the church we were attending. I actually knew her father and her sister before I met her. They were pretty cool people. I didn't really think nothing of it. My cousin had mentioned her to me a few times before. I never really thought anything of it. Years went by. I had a friend who knew her. She knew. Got her phone number. Gave her a call one day. It wasn't like sparks flying or nothing like that, but it was definitely the kind of young lady I would be interested in. Some things she was into, I was into, like music, recording. I was really.
Wait, you just said that the conversation there wasn't sparks flying. That first conversation that we had.
I only talked to you about 30 seconds. The first time I talked to you.
I don't think so.
No, it was. I remember.
Okay. Finish your story.
Anyway, I was in the music. She was in the music. We was I wouldn't say I was heavily involved in the ministry at the time. I wasn't, but I was definitely faithful. Doing some things, doing some leadership trainings, some encounters and stuff like that. You may not know what that is, but that's kind of stuff I was doing. And then during that time we met, we talked and began to build through that. And here I am now. 7 years later?
Yeah.
7 years, 2 kids later. Still in there, hanging in there, working through the marriage and working through the love. I always mention that the marriage relationship is probably the most special because it's the one relationship where you have to work to continue to love the person. Like with my kids, I love them. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to be special or anything. Not that my wife has to, but when issues come up that I see in my wife that I may not like or that I might necessarily agree with, I have to love her past those. And that's, marriage love is different. It's a whole different kind of love.
I think one of the things and one of the purposes of even doing a YouTube page like this is because I see a lot of people lacking understanding about foundational principles concerning relationships. And not that there's a right or a wrong way per se to do it, but I think that if we opened up and had conversations about particular things in a relationship, that people can be able to see things different and take a different perspective on things and get a different outcome. For instance, someone who's been single for years, or someone who's looking, or someone who's starting out, to have some basic principles and foundations of what to be looking for and how to be ready for the relationship, a relationship to, begin. But yeah. I think, is that it? My husband work with young people, and we want to hear from you guys. This is why we're doing this YouTube channel, to reach out to young people all across, the United States or wherever, you may be watching the world. And we want you to make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you leave feedback so that we can, if there's a certain topic that you would like to discuss, make sure that you leave that below. Or you could also send an email to heradamhiseve@gmail.com, and we would love to take your questions and start this journey. And I'm pretty sure that we'll have a great video coming up for you next on a very juicy topic, so stay tuned and tell your friends so that they tell their friends and they tell their friends, and we can be friends.
One love, God bless. Love God, loves others. Peace.